You're watching the Auction Network.
Hi, I'm Tava Smiley, and welcome to the Auction Network's coverage of the second annual Louie and the Duke Classics Auction. The Duke of this fun-filled auction event is none other than the American movie icon, John Wayne. And Louie is Wayne's former business partner, Louis Johnson. Louie and the Duke owned a ranch in Casa Grande, Arizona, where they were considered just hometown guys. Their ranch was the site of many parties, events, and cattle sales, so it was only fitting when last year Casa Grande became home to the first Louie and the Duke Classics to benefit the John Wayne Cancer Foundation and the American Cancer Society. Wayne lost his battle with cancer in 1979, and the foundation was founded by his family to raise money to further the research and treatment of cancer. The Auction Network was on hand as for the second year in a row, hundreds of fans and supporters and friends came to Casa Grande to not only bid on John Wayne memorabilia, but to play a little golf, maybe rope a calf or two, and celebrate a host of activities that paid tribute to the great American West.
I am Donald Kephart, and I'm chairman of the Louie and the Duke Classics. It begins with the golf tournament on the opening day. Four-man scramble golf tournament, Francisco Grande. We started with a golf tournament and then added the John Wayne and Louis Johnson name to it because of the cancer. I had just gotten prostate cancer at that time, and it just grew to what it is now.
Everyone wants to play golf, get a day off work, and it's for a good cause, so the money goes to for a good reason.
Okay, you ugly guys, get out of there. I want the pretty girls.
Okay, on the count of three.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Most people know who John Wayne is, and they were good friends of my father, and the people of their age all hung out together. They hung out here at Francisco Grande and in the Eagle's Nest, which used to be upstairs, and had a lot of good times, and he was just one of the boys.
John Wayne bought some property in the early 60s, a cotton farm in Stanfield, which is just west of Casa Grande. We and Louis Johnson got together. The partnership went from the cotton farm to a huge 120,000 head feedlot to 26 Bar, which is probably the top of the line Hereford ranch in all of the United States. So, and they were partners until John died in 1979.
And they were the best of friends, so we've carried on the tradition of the famous Duke and Louie.
My grandfather is Louis Johnson, Louie. John Wayne was a legend, so was my grandfather around here.
To enter that raffle, it's $10 per raffle ticket. If you decide to participate, you get to come on up, try out the El Diablo for your tee shot.
And we just had a good time. You see a lot of people you know, and it's just, there's no competition. It's just to buy raffle tickets and benefit a good cause.
I'm old. So I was just paying their money. Yeah. Yeah. That ain't bad. Nice.
Come on, Dave, come on.
You ask children nowadays who John Wayne is, and they don't know. So it's time that we really get this thing going to, memorializing. And that's what they did really big this last year for his 100th centennial birthday. And on the second day, we'll have a dinner and a John Wayne memorabilia auction.
I'm so happy to see everybody that's turned out.
My name is Alice McKinney, Alice Johnson McKinney. Louie was my late husband.
Item number 1 coming right here, framed right there for you. It's a John Wayne Bowie knife. Paul, what do you say? Let's find a new home for it. All right.
They were just dynamite together. It was a partnership in business and also in friendship that none other surpasses.
1950, Rudy.
The two of them had such an impact on this community that it's real important, and it's turned out to be a nice fundraiser for the John Wayne Cancer Institute and the American Cancer Institute.
It really came from Alice Johnson, Alice McKinney now. She introduced me to Ethan Wayne, which is John Wayne's youngest son. And he's the head of the John Wayne Enterprises.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's framed and ready to hang. It's a Warhol.
And he would license us to use John Wayne's name and likeness. He split it with the American Cancer Society and the John Wayne Cancer Foundation.
Bam! Sold there, Rudy's way, $6,500.
The auction was just unbelievable last year, and the amount of money we raised was, had no expectations of it whatsoever.
Make them pay $2,000, Oscar.
I had some friends that wanted to do a roping, so we decided to add roping to it. And so now we have the golf, the auction, and the roping. There's a lot of team ropers in and around Pinal County, and we thought it was another way to get more people involved.
So I think it draws a lot of people that wouldn't, normally come out. The prizes that they give away draw a lot of people, and of course those are donated for the charity and everything, so I think it helps.
We're from El Paso, Texas. It was about 6 hours away. It was close enough to come and support, so we came on down.
It's good for a good cause. I come from up on the mountain, so I drove 400 miles to get here. So
there's people that drive a little farther, that have had cancer in their families and so forth, then just to help a benefit like this.
Well, that money goes to a lot of good places, and of course the ropers, get to participate and do what they like to do.
Cancer, it affects everyone, family members, friends, and when you get golfers together, ropers together, just people who like to have fun. Who knows, we might add a bowling tournament to it next year. And a tractor rally.
Coming up next on the Auction Network, we'll channel our best cowboy karma to get up close and personal with a steer or two, get lessons on how to rope like the Duke, and learn more about the John Wayne Cancer Foundation and how the money raised at this year's auction will be used.
To register for future live auctions, go to auctionnetwork.com.